If you want to check if your phone is still water resistant, a newly released app called Water Resistance Tester lets you know if your phone's water seal is still intact. It does this by using your phone's built-in barometer, and it works really well. That's just one of the many newly released apps that I'll be showing off in this video. Apps that just got released or have a few downloads but are most likely going to blow up in popularity soon. Most of these apps have less than 1,000 downloads, making them extremely difficult to find, so if you end up downloading at least one app, all I ask is that you please drop a thumbs up. Also, only a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed, so if you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's completely free and you can always change your mind later. Nowadays, it seems like almost every tech company out there is trying to collect our data. I mean, it's not a bad thing since they can use it to cater the software towards our interests, but some companies take it too far and ask for a lot more information than necessary, or they may sell our data without us even knowing it. That's why an app like Privacy Guard comes in handy because it makes it easy to improve your privacy and stop random apps from collecting your Google data. I'm not gonna lie, the app doesn't do anything fancy. All it does is quickly bring you to specific settings within your Google account to disable them so that your data doesn't get collected anymore. Google loves to collect your data to improve its advertisements. They also collect your location history, web and app activity, and your YouTube history. But probably the juiciest part about this app is that you can quickly bring up a list of apps that you may have allowed to access your Google data, but most likely completely forgot about them. Honestly, if it weren't for Privacy Guard, I would have never known that all these apps were still collecting my data. If you ever need to scan a document, you probably know that there are a ton of crappy apps out there that will immediately require you to get a subscription, pay for an in-app purchase, or sign up on their platform just to scan, share, or convert a document. It's super annoying and sketchy. Luckily, I stumbled across Doc Scanner, which gets rid of all those unnecessary fees. It's completely free to download and it doesn't have any subscriptions, in-app purchases, or watermarks. You can scan as many documents as you like, put a filter on top, and then save the pictures as a PDF or share it with others. The only string attached is that it has a good amount of ads, but luckily you can quickly skip the videos. Still, it's better than paying a monthly fee. Android 12 is taking the design to a whole new level with wallpaper-based themes. The quick setting tiles, volume panel, widgets, and even the icons are going to match the color palette of your chosen wallpaper. I'm pretty stoked about this, and the latest beta update already lets you play around with the new Monet dynamic theming system, including the new color changing icons. However, as of now, only a handful of Google apps support the new dynamic theme. But with a new icon pack called Pix Material U, all of your icons will be able to follow the colors of your wallpaper. Every time you change your wallpaper, the icons will change along with it. It works like a charm. You just need to apply the icon pack again after every wallpaper change for it to work. My favorite part about this is that even though each icon follows the same color palette, they still differ from each other by having a different color shade. It's a one of a kind, but the dynamic theming only works if you have Android 12 Beta 2 or above. Otherwise, the icons will have a static color. Before moving on to the next possible viral app, I wanted to give a shout out to Toucan for sponsoring this video. Those who have ever tried to learn a new language know how difficult and time consuming it can be. While a free browser extension called Toucan helps you learn without having to put aside time to create a new habit. It instantly immerses you in the language while you're browsing the web. What's even better is that you'll see those words in the context of sentences, helping your brain connect the word to its useful meaning.
Une discussion.
Scientific research shows that this approach to learning a new language is just as effective as flashcards and other classic learning techniques. As of now, Toucan can teach you a dozen different languages with more on the way, including Spanish, Korean, French, Italian, German, Japanese, and more. Toucan also has a premium version that gives you control over how many words get translated and access to interactive quizzes, mini games, and other tools to help you learn more quickly. It's pretty cheap at just under $60 a year. Still, I convinced Toucan to allow you guys to obtain 6 months of premium access by just using my link in the description and signing up with an email address. That's it. Insane deals like this don't come around that often, so make sure to act fast and enjoy learning a new language with ease and comfort. I know you're probably tired of hearing that this is the next top of the line weather app, but trust me when I say that Flux is by far the best looking weather app that I have ever used, and what I also love is that it's extremely informative. I mean, just look at its interface. You have some very mesmerizing animations at the top that let you know the current weather conditions. Then below that, you get a feed of information just letting you know if there will be any rain in your area, the wind speed, UV index, sunrise and sunset times, air quality, and the moon phase. You can even switch over to a timeline view if you prefer something a bit more conversational. As if that wasn't enough, just like in Dark Sky, you can jump into a map and quickly see when it's raining or snowing and a lot more in different areas around the world. It's a very reliable weather app with a ton more features, and being that it's completely free, I'm shocked that it only has 10,000 downloads. It deserves a lot more. Moving on, when it comes to social networks, Flyy is the new kid on the block. And hold on, before you try to skip to the next app, this social app is actually spectacular. It's the world's first 3D social network. When opening Flyy, you'll immediately see your city or town modeled in an astonishing 3D map. And no matter where you live, Flyy will work. You can tap on any building, house, monument, or place to see feeds of stories, experiences, or even any upcoming events that occurred or are occurring at that place. It's honestly a genius way to bring people together since each building has its own timeline and anyone can post stories, anecdotes, and experiences that they had at those places. Plus, anyone can comment back and drop a thumbs up. If you like to post an experience that you had, you can choose a location, any location, drop a pin, and write about your experience there. You can even include any pictures or videos. It's a brilliant way to bring people closer together in places and cities they frequently visit. I even noticed that they're giving away a PlayStation 5 and 5 $200 Visa gift cards, which I thought was pretty cool. All you need to do is download the Flyy app and then post an image or video of your favorite place with the hashtag #ILoveThisPlace. The post that gets the most likes wins. Simple. If you like more information on the contest, you can even head over to the Statue of Liberty. Not a bad way to connect with your community. I guarantee that a grand majority of you have seen this fake game advertisement somewhere on social media. It honestly looks like a fun game, but it's an entirely different app when you try to download the advertised game. However, recently a true hero actually went out of his way and created this game. Just like in the ads, you need to pull the pins in the correct order and time the pulls just right to save your character. The game has over 120 levels to complete, so it's definitely a great time killer, and it's not an easy game to beat. As you proceed, each level gets even more complicated and the frustration gets real. So if you're up for the challenge, download it through the link in the description. For those who own a Wear OS smartwatch, you're going to want to download Don't Forget Your Phone now. Basically, whenever you forget your phone somewhere, whether it be at a restaurant, bar, or maybe you're outside and you leave your phone behind, when that occurs, this app will vibrate your wrist and make a noise so that you immediately get alerted to turn back and grab your smartphone. I'm not entirely sure how this affects the battery life though, but it can definitely save you from losing your expensive flagship. Anyways, those are all the newest apps that I could find with barely any downloads. Again, if you downloaded at least one app, a quick thumbs up would really go a long way to helping this video get noticed by the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate all of you for sticking to the end. You guys are my true fans and I really appreciate all of you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Kapow!